just go without it. We'll just do it this way. Just because I can't get it to work and I don't feel like messing with it right now. I'll have to test tomorrow. We'll do that. So no SPL, but being close, at least let the stream start. I just need to figure out my settings and get that working. Good afternoon. Welcome to our third Brew Crew chat. This one I've got a couple visual aids. We'll talk about that fun stuff.
You're unbelievable.
Get my screen working here. I should be good to go. Some requests are working. You want to pop some more on? Feel free. Hey. Alright, so I'm listening a little late. That's fine. Works. It seems a little loud, so I'm going to cut that down a little bit. Cool. Alright. How's it going? How are you guys? Alright. Yeah, so got a big day Saturday coming up. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes doing 2 beers at once. I'm going to do a white stout and a black IPA. So that'll be fun. I went and bought ingredients today, and they were a little pricey. But yeah. Cool. Glad you're no good, Jester. I think I'm just gonna get rid of the music because it's bugging me. I can't hear myself talk. So yeah, I'm gonna have a blonde ale here. There we go. That was loud. I'm gonna have a nice strawberry blonde ale. It's tasty. Yeah, that was freaking me out. So this is one of our recent ones. I think, Wicked, you're getting this too. Yeah. So this is turned out better than the first batch. I like it a lot. This is batch 2 of it, and it's pretty tasty. We have, I think, half a case left. So I went shopping today and got ingredients. I have a little slideshow. Yeah, right. Trying out a couple new things, a couple new cameras, new settings, stuff like that. So the beer we did on 4th of July, the Ryden Wit Biden, is fermenting away. I'm going to see if I can get this camera here, kind of show that. You can see the bucket. There, it's fermenting away. It started within 8 hours. Like, surprisingly, by the time we got home from the 4th of July shenanigans, it was already going. It's still going now. It's slowed down some, but you can see, I don't know if you can see in the tube, but there's yeast in the tube. The water is off color now because of the yeast that's in there, and it's still going. This one should go here pretty well for another week or so. So we had a couple of cases of beer we enjoyed over the weekend, over the holiday weekend. And we have 2 more to bottle. We have the Adios Bichachos there that was next to the Rydenwood Biden, and then we have our first stream beer, the Smoked Caramel Amber Ale that we did. We're going to bottle that one this weekend, probably Sunday, because Saturday is going to be a full day. And right now, Kelly and I don't have anything on the calendar, I think, for Sunday, thankfully. So, cheers. Thanks for being here. So originally I was going to go to Brew Camp and do a mobile stream, but things fell through. Kind of scheduling thing, and then also they didn't have all the ingredients that I wanted. Oh, I wanted to forget. K-Dog, thank you for following. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of the Brew Crew. Appreciate it. We're going to do these weekly chats on Thursdays, and on an upcoming one, I will go to either Brew Camp or I'll go to the shop I went to today, Brew and Grow, and I'll show that process. Just kind of film it with my phone. I went to the other shop today. I didn't want to ask kind of right off the bat. I want to kind of feel out the guys that work there and see how that goes first. So, the recipes, I don't know if I have the command changed yet to show that. I don't think I do. No, I don't. I'll have to send those. I'll have it set up by Saturday, but the white stout was 18.5 pounds of grains and 2 hops. It's going to be a strong beer, so we're going to do 2 packs of yeast for that one, and then 2 packs of yeast for the black IPA, which will have 8 hops and 18.5 pounds of grains. And I had to, trying to keep it straight, I had 4 buckets of grains at the shop, which was interesting, trying to keep them straight. I think I got them straight. I think I'm okay. I had somebody give me on Twitter a reminder to figure out which bag was which, so we may have to scramble a little bit Saturday while we're brewing to change gears, depending on what color the wort is when we start draining it. So I'm going to change the screen here. I'm going to kind of hide this little camera. I am going to show... Where is it? Where's the pot cam? I'm going to hide that one. But I'm going to bring this up. This is pics from today. We'll move them kind of up here. So this is Brew and Grow. Their layout is pretty good. The place is freaking huge. Like, there's all those grains there on the side. There's a close-up of the bins. And any grain you could think of they have, like, for brewing. I was kind of in heaven. I can't believe I haven't shopped there. So the downside, though, is that you have to measure grains in ounces. So you got to math quickly, which not the easiest thing to do sometimes. So there's our 2 bags of grains and the yeast and the hops and top in the brown paper bag. That was fun to carry up the stairs. These are going to be fun to get the trash out. I kept it in the front seat because it was hot, so I wanted to keep the air conditioning on it to try to keep it cool. But it took a while to measure everything out. I had to do math. I was a little tired and spent there. The beard was kind of out of whack. Yeah, it's a lot. Like, wet grains, I can't remember. I think you add like 15 pounds. So these are going to be each like 35, 40 pounds wet when I got to get rid of them. And now I'm thinking about it. I don't think I took the garbage with what I had from Tuesday. I think they're still on triple bagged on the back deck. Damn, I have to take that out. I want to take it out back. I have to fire up the grill, so I will. But yeah, these are going to be, Jester, these are going to be very strong beers. They're going to be like 8% or so. Thanks, Kelly. I know. There. I'll get them when I go start the grill. I'm going to make dinner tonight. I'm going to grill out because it's nice out. The back is feeling better. Tuesday, I was still having some spasms. It's okay today. I'm hoping it's going to be better tomorrow and then Saturday for the double brews. So my plan is, I think on Saturday, I'm going to start the cameras going at like 6 a.m. I'm going to clean the first hour though, so I'm not going to pay too much attention to chat. I will have my tablet over by the sink so I can read people pop in, but I'm going to show the whole process, like the setup. The only thing I'm going to have set up will be the computer and the cameras. Everything else though I'll have to do while I'm setting up. So I'm going to set up. We're going to do the white stout first because that boils a little less time. It takes only an hour. We're only going to boil an hour. And then once we get that mashed and sparged and into the brew pot, I'm going to wash out the mash tun while that brew is coming up to boil. And then in theory, yeah, mine are the ones we do. The one that's the lowest alcohol level is our pineapple Hefeweizen that we just bottled last weekend, and that's like 5.25%, I think. But we have some all the way up to 10.5. We have a triple that is 10.5%. Hi ET828, how are you doing? Thanks for being here. We're just talking about beer. Talking about what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have a brew day on Saturday. Talk about bottling and all that stuff. We're just talking about beer. So, thanks for being here. Glad you're here. Yeah, one of my favorite shows is Psych, and they're doing a movie in December. So made a nice Hefeweizen, added some pineapple into the boil, which got messy, and then we added some into secondary for a week, and it tastes. Kelly's excited for it. I'm a little. I think I'm jaded because of how it's how it started. We I rinsed the grains a little fast, so our numbers are a little off. It's a little lower alcohol wise than where I wanted it. But I think it's going to be a good summer beer. That, and we have a lemon saison that we bottled as well, and those are both going to be good summer beers. So, gonna start shifting gears to fall. That happens. Jovial Trash, when she's on, she is one of the mods, and she gets beer. She gets beer, and she hangs out and drinks beer and watches beer being made, or talking about beer. Jester it is, and I'm excited for the movie. I think it's going to be good. I'm hoping it's going to be good, and they'll do more maybe. So, it's such a good show. I want to rewatch it. I'm mad they took it off Netflix. It sucks. We're actually watching Longmire right now, another good show on Netflix. It started on A&E, and 3 seasons there, and then Netflix picked it up for seasons 4, 5, and then they just finished filming season 6, so that'll be in September. So, but they have like Rainier beer, which is a nice, simple beer. So, yeah. So Saturday we're gonna start. I'm hoping that. So the black IPA, we're gonna mash that for at least an hour. I'm hoping that we can get the one boil done before it's done mashing. It probably won't. So I think what we're gonna have to do is use two 5-gallon small pots. Nice, that's cool. NCIS is another good show that I catch. I just kind of leave it out in the background sometimes. That's another good one. It's been on for a long time. Man, that's a long, long haul. So I think the black IPA, My Dark Heart, it's gonna have to. We're gonna have to drain it into our smaller brew pots, 2 of them, until we can get the other one cleared out of the way. Get the other beer into a fermenter, and get that brew pot washed. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that about Mr. Beer. I've heard it works. It's like hit or miss. I'm gonna call you ET. ET brewing is fun, and I'm working on getting a slideshow to go on Brew Day going. Been brewing for 2 years now. We have like 500 pictures of just like beer making and tasting our stuff that we've done, and we started with extract brewing, which basically it's like powdered malt extract or like liquid malt extract, so like syrup. And you add it to water and you boil it, add hops and all that stuff. And we're doing all grain now, so you can see some of the grains we got here. So the only difference is we're taking the grains and we're steeping them at I think we're doing 151 degrees. We're steeping them for about an hour to extract sugars out of those grains. Then we drain them into our brew pot. We rinse those grains again to get more sugar out. Then we boil it to refine them. And it's a lot more control, and I'm glad we're doing it. Brew in a bag is another method with all grain, but it's a giant bag. You then have to hold those grains up. One of you has to hold it, and the other person has to pour hot water on top, and that's messy. Yeah, beers, it's so fun. It's so fascinating. I'm looking around in the office, and we have all these. I'll show you the cases. Oh, wait, I hid the camera. We'll hide the slideshow. Maybe let's do this with it. I'll just kind of put this up here. Let's kind of let that go up there. Bring this one back. There it is. So we have like a bottle in there. That one's like, I got a couple left. That's strawberry, our triple, a few bottles there, half a case there. Our pineapple Hefeweizen in there, and the 8-year-old helped with the labels, so she stuck them everywhere. And then these 2, we're saving 2 of every batch we're doing for the end of the year to kind of hang out and just have an end of the year Kelly and I get hammered party with all the different beers we've done. So this will be batches 21 and 22 this Saturday of 38. So what's nice is we're changing gears. We're going to start doing some fall beers here. The white stout and the black IPA will be like end of summer. So they'll be ready about 6 weeks to 2 months. And then we're going to get into like our Star Wars beers for December when we do our Star Wars Brewathon, which will be fun. We're going to watch all 7 saga movies. All right, Kelly's not. She's going to skip the prequels. some friends and I are going to start doing all of the episodes 1 through 7, and then we're going to go Uber over to see episode 8, The Last Jedi. So we're going to do a batch of beer for each movie. E.T., thank you for the follow. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of the Brew Crew. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support and the follow. Thank you. So, yeah. We may see how we're doing. I don't know if we're going to stream the bottling day Sunday, but I think next weekend, in lieu of a brew stream, because my daughters will be here, we'll on Saturday or Sunday we'll stream a brew day again, and get Kelly in the action and kind of show that part of the process too. Those usually last about an hour, so we'll do that. I think that'll be fun. But usually we get like 50 bottles. We won't show like the washing of the bottles because we run them through the dishwasher on sanitize, and that works pretty well. Like we do, like if we have older bottles, I still have 2 cases in the kitchen I need to wash and scrub to get the labels off. So we'll get that done at some point, but we may have to buy bottles this weekend. So, but we actually could bottle both of these next weekend, I think. Just give them a little more time to let them rest. And then we'll have the 2. So we had, a couple weeks ago, we had 6 fermenters in the closet. It was a bit much. So we'll probably have 3-ish, depending on the week and what's going on. But yeah, the Star Wars ones, we start September 8th or 9th. We'll start with a lager for the Phantom Menace. It's called the Phantom Lager. So we'll start there, and then every week or 2 we're going to add in a couple more. And I think the last one, we're going to do a blueberry cream ale for Force Awakens. I'm drinking our Strawberry Blonde, E.T. This is our second version of it. The only difference between the first and second version is we added another pound of strawberries for flavoring after primary fermentation was done. So we transferred it to another bucket, added 4 pounds of frozen strawberries this time, and let them sit for a week to kind of flavor the beer. So it's got a good strawberry aroma. It kind of tastes like, do you remember, have you ever had Special K with berries? It tastes like that. It's a good beer and it has that finish. What kind of rum are you drinking? Oh, getting stuck on my cord. Ah. So, yeah, I've never done a double brew day, so I'm guessing it'll be an 8-hour stream. I'm going to make the some of the command buttons. I don't know, I guess I don't need chat on to the soundboard on today, but the chug button will only be... the chug button will have a longer cooldown, because I'm only going to do like 1 or 2 of those. Because it's going to be an 8-hour day, and we have company coming too. We have a couple friends coming to try beer. Henry's heart rate, nice, Jester. Ron Rico, cool. Nice. Well, cheers, guys. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I know Kelly's not drinking yet. She's on the train coming home, so I'll have a cold one for her when she gets home. Anyway, Saturday after I brew, we've got 2 friends coming over that are kind of beer aficionados, and they're visiting as many breweries as they can in Chicago, and they have a notebook that they keep with all the beers they try. So they want to come over and try them all. Cheers. Nice, E.T. Cool. You're hydrating, Kelly. That's good. I don't need a reminder to hydrate today. I'm pretty hydrated. I'm happy. You're still at work. Well, I'm not going to start the grill then for a while. So we've added a new logo up there. We've been invited and are on now. We are now part of a creative mix team here on Mixer. So I forgot to post this here. 1 second. Bear with me. So creative mix on Mixer. We have people that bake, people that grill, people that cook in their kitchen, people that brew. But we are a creative group. We're non-traditional Mixer streamers. We don't just do games. Some people do games, like Chef Rob Lake was on this morning playing some PUBG and streaming it with Lagby. Sissy Panda does yoga. She plays games, ukulele, dog training. She ASMR plus like games too. So there are some people that do both. Hardcore sandals. She cooks. She does not do games. So I don't think I'm going to do games. I'm just going to do this. Give me one sec. No, there's no. Boop, 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 do, doing this, pasting that there. Oh yeah. Go here. Do that there. And one more. Boom. Alright. Now I'm back and I can focus on you guys. Yeah, I think the first time I did this, we were done in 20 minutes. It was really short, and I kind of rushed through it, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it again. But last week we were on for like an hour and a half. It was great. So they do. I want to make. I'd love to do some vodka. We're gonna do mead in December. Kelly's brother wants to make some mead, so we're gonna do that and have that ready for Christmas for him. I want to do a cranberry beer for Thanksgiving. There's a brewer, Goose Island. I think it was Goose Island. They worked with a bakery, Baker Miller, that we go to sometimes, and they use some of Baker Miller's bread in the beer, like in the mash. And that's interesting. So I'm thinking like the cranberry one. I want to do like some bread as well and make it like a stuffing and cranberry beer. So I think that'll be fun. We're going to do an Oktoberfest. I want to do a pumpkin beer as well with that. The Star Wars ones, let's see. For Star Wars, we're doing a lager, a nice IPA, a saison. We're going to do just a plain ale for A New Hope, a Bock, a coffee stout, and then the blueberry cream ale for the Star Wars ones. Yeah, I want to make some meat. I think it's going to be good. I think it looks pretty easy. Like, it looks like you can do it without boiling it, or you can boil it to kind of cook it. So I haven't decided. We're going to look for a recipe. I would like to do some wine maybe too. I want to do an apple ale or like a really dry cider, I think. A really dry cider would be fun. We're gonna go up to Door County, Wisconsin, which if you look at Wisconsin, it's the little thumb that goes into Lake Michigan. Maybe if we go this fall, get some apples, bring them back, and do like an apple pie beer or something. So, and then we'll kind of run out the year and take the last couple weeks off and just kind of rest. This is a lot of beer. This is a lot of beer we're making. We have a cherry wheat, and then the Rhinewood Biden has some good cherry or some good wheat stuff in there, and the Pineapple Hefeweizen. Though all three are good solid wheat beers. We've had a run of fruit beers now, so it's nice doing some with less fruit. Like the blood orange one will have hopefully subtle hints. So we did some blood orange peel in the beer. We're gonna add a little bit, and we may actually dry hop that one too with some hops. And I may take a little coriander and add that into secondary too, just to see what it does. Just experiment some. And then I'm going to look at all these recipes that I've done for next year, and we're going to refine them, and we'll probably experiment some. But this has been a nice project this year so far. I'm saying that we're not done, but being over halfway or about halfway, it's nice. I'm looking forward to the second half of the year. So streaming wise, we'll probably have three or four brew days a month. I'll say 2 or 3. Let's say 2 or 3. And then we'll bottle some. We'll do these weekly chats where we just talk in general. One of the streams I want to do is, I showed it last week. I'm going to build an enclosed chiller system. So we have a copper chiller that we use to cool the beer down, and we attach it to just the tap. And it gets it as cold as your tap water is. What sucks in the summer here is it doesn't get cold at all. So I want to make a second chiller on stream, and then that's going to sit in a bucket with a line from a pump, like a fish pond pump, running to the wort chiller in the beer, circulating cold or ice water, and then the water will come back out hot back into the bucket of ice water cool down, running through the other wort chiller, and then just keeping a closed system. Jester, a lager is more the yeast you use. There's lager yeasts. So actually, Adios Muchachos, our second beer that's there, we're actually there's some lager yeast you can do warmer at like 65 degrees, and that's about what we keep it in here. Lager yeast typically need to be fermented at like 45 to 55 degrees. The yeast just performs better at a lower temperature. It's basically the yeast. That's the difference between an ale and a lager. You use pretty much the same kind of grains, but then just the yeast performs a little better. Sometimes they're hoppier. Yeah, so, but they started doing like hybrid strains of yeast that can go a little warmer, and they found other lager ones that can be done. There's a California lager yeast, which is the one we used. California lager yeast can go like 65 to 70. So the colder you can get it, the better. But the yeast just gives a different feel. Lagers tend to have a little more creaminess, a little more mouthfeel to them. Yeah, Sam Adams Boston Lager is okay. Yeah, I don't. I'm learning to appreciate hoppy beers a little more. Sometimes I'm ordering beers now by name. We were at dinner the last Thursday, and I got one called Space Station Middle Finger, and it was a funny name. It's pretty hoppy though. But brewing has taught me to kind of appreciate hops, and they're pretty good. So this lager that we have, this is the second attempt at it. We did everything the same way, and it was a lot of people really liked it. One of the guys that has a beer, he's part of a beer club, and he's a beer nut in our old neighborhood, had like 8 people over, and that was their favorite. And he rated it on Untapped, and then in his comment was like, "Please brew this again." And he's already asking when it's going to be ready. So hopefully it'll turn out the same, but we'll see. We fermented about the same temperature, but it's not too hoppy. So I'm not a huge hoppy beer fan. Like this IPA, this is the hoppiest beer that I'm going to make so far. So I think it'll be good though. But yeah, I get the bitterness. I don't always like. If you do it right, I think it's fun. I'm really liking making the recipes, and I think maybe we'll do a stream where we'll build a recipe. Kind of, yeah, I like that idea. Maybe we'll do one like one night in the evening. We'll pull up Brewer's Friend, which is the software I use, and we'll just build it on stream together, and we'll call it the Mixer Beer or something. I don't know, or Brew Crew Ale. But I think that'd be fun. We're gonna do a co-stream with Sissy Panda. She wants to brew, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and we're gonna do the exact same beer she does, and I'm gonna walk her through it. So we'll co-stream. We'll have our camera set up. We'll go through the process together. I think that'll be fun. I want to do a co-stream with like Chef Rob, have him cook and grill. Maybe get him 1 or 2 of these if we can, and have him incorporate it into his recipe. And then we're gonna do one. Sissy Panda she wants to talk about different beer glasses and like food pairings. So we're gonna kind of go through the different kinds of glasses and the kinds of beer you use them for, and then we'll talk about foods that go with beers. So we've got a list of ideas kind of coming. I've got a notebook. I don't know where. I think it's in the car actually. We're writing down like all these ideas and getting planning out and doing some other streams, because brew day takes. I only do 2 or 3 a month. I try to brew when my daughters are with their mom. I don't want to take that 5 or 6 hours away from hanging out with them. So, and plus it's expensive. I mean, a batch costs, like today, for the 2 beers that we're doing Saturday, it was $130. So, it can be that expensive, or it could be as cheap as like, I think our Kolsch was like $30. So, gotta watch the costs. So, but trying to think of some non-brew day streams that we can do, but still get out and kind of hang out with people that want to watch and just learn about beer, because it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. So, what do you guys want to talk about? We kind of talked about the weekend so far. The next brew day after Saturday will be the 21st. It'll be a Friday, a special Friday stream. It is. I like it a lot. The cost I have a spreadsheet, and it's about $1 a bottle. So, and here in Chicago, when you go to the grocery store and you buy a 6 pack, it's like 10, 11, 12 bucks in bottles for a 6 pack. So it's cheaper, and it's a great hobby. It's taught me patience. Like we started this one that I want now. I want to have it now. The I want to have both of them now, but I can't. They're not ready yet. So you have to learn. You have to wait. So I'm spacing on what the hell. Oh yeah, the wit. I want the wit. I want the caramel ale. That one's gonna be good. That's gonna be really smoky and hopefully really caramely. So that'll be that smoke malt we did. We did a pepper beer, and I think I have 3 left. We did like a Peruvian pepper. It's called ají amarillo, or amarillo if you say it with the Spanish accent. But our friends do a sauce, a yellow like pepper sauce, and it's good. It's a good. You can marinate with it. You can just use it as a sauce. So we use those peppers and made kind of a spicy beer, like not super spicy because we took a lot of the ribbing out and a lot of the seeds. Um, but it's got some heat. It's got some tang, some bite to it. We used a smoke malt in that. We used a pound, I think. Yeah, I'm not the most patient all the time, but I'm learning. I'm getting there. Um, but we used the smoke malt that we used in the pepper beer in this the smoked caramel one that we did, but we used twice as much. So I'm hoping it's gonna be. I'm hoping it's not gonna overpower it. That's my worry. Um, all right, Kel. I'll see you in a bit. We'll make some chicken tonight. When I'm done here, I'll probably start getting the chicken. Well, I'll probably get the grill fired up first and get the grains out. So, yeah. I think tomorrow I'm gonna kind of play around with the FTL and see if I can get that working. I'd like to stream Saturday with FTL, though I guess it doesn't matter. It's not that huge of a deal. I don't know. What are some beers you'd like to see brewed? Et Jester, what are some that you'd like to see kind of made? I'm looking for some suggestions. We're kind of slow in August. I didn't plan out August. I got to like the start of July, and then I've been kind of winging it. So, but I'm always looking for ideas. I got a Dutch beer idea we may look at. I got it on Tuesday. We may try that one. It looks like a fun recipe. And they actually sent me the all grain recipe, so I might do that maybe the 21st. I'm trying to think. Let me look at my list here. I have a list. I don't think I have anything planned though, but let's look before I for sure say. Brew day. Where's the brew day schedule? There it is. We could do a stout. August 5th, I think we're going to do our Oktoberfest beer. We'll do that one. We're doing a special brew day on the 13th of August. I don't know if I'm going to stream that one. I may actually stream maybe Friday or Saturday that weekend and stream that. But we're going to do a wit beer for my grandma. Her birthday was the 15th of August. So we're going to do like a lavender wit beer. Maybe you'll get one of the pineapple ones too, Jester. A watermelon beer would be fun too. That'd be another good summer one. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah, and then at the end of August we're on vacation. Let's see, September 2. Like November we have a few. I think one of those, yeah. We got a couple slots here. I think a watermelon. Maybe we'll do a watermelon beer in August. That should go pretty quick. I wonder if you could replace some of the water with just like the water from the watermelon. It might be kind of fun. I'm gonna see if I can find a good recipe for that. Actually, I'm gonna write a note so I can do that. So I remember, because I like that idea. Cool. Oh yeah, peaches would be. I'm gonna write that down too. That would be kind of fun. Yeah. I like both those ideas. We'll see if we can add those in. Yeah, an oatmeal stout would be good. Maybe we'll do that. Let's see, what do we got? Where's the schedule? Yeah, I might squeeze that in. An oatmeal stout would be great. I've used this. I did a Russian Imperial stout, and we used some oatmeal, so it was more Russian Imperial stout than it was like a breakfast stout. But a breakfast stout would be great. Kelly's a fan of the sweet beers. I think we could probably do that one pretty easily. She loves. We have a peanut butter stout that we did that it's like a peanut butter. It's like a dry peanut butter cup. It's not super sweet, but you get a good peanutty like aroma, and it tastes really good. Thanks. Yeah, I'm excited for the lemon one. That's the first one I did here in our new place, and it's crisp. It's gonna be. It was. I drank a whole glass. It was warm and flat. I loved it. Um, so good. A little hoppier than we normally do, but the lemon plays off it well, and it's more of like a fruity kind of hop taste. It wasn't just straight bitter, which is nice. So yeah, yeah. It's subtle. It's a nice. I've never done a saison, and I wanted to do one before we got to the Star Wars beers, just to kind of practice with it and then tweak the recipe. Um, we'll just do the same recipe. I guess we'll try the same recipe without the lemon. Maybe I don't know. I'm hoping the lemon doesn't hold that whole recipe together and it doesn't crash. One of the cats is out, kind of being a dick. Sorry. He's the one that likes to come in the office and play with the sanitizer, the bucket of sanitizer that's bubbling away. So he wants to play with that. So I'm trying to keep him out of here. I don't want to close my door because I don't want it to get too hot in here. So yeah. Oh yeah. We here too. It's Kelly's favorite is like a lemon meringue pie. So if we have that, it's gone quick. So well, I appreciate you guys being here, hanging out. Yeah, I'm thinking next week I'm gonna see if we can go to brew camp or if we can go to brew and grow when we get. Well, I guess it'd be 2 weeks, like the 20th maybe. That'll be the one we do kind of on the road. It'll be a mobile chat. Yeah, lemon meringue pie is the bomb. Hell yeah. Oh. So yeah, we're so Saturday we'll brew 2 beers in one day. It'll be an 8-hour stream. I'm thinking it's usually 5 or 6 for one beer, and we're adding on. We're not going to do them back to back. We'll stagger them as best as we can. So there'll be a lot going on Saturday. But I'm going to start at 6 in the morning, so probably to about 4, which is when our friends are coming. So my goal is to get done by the time they get here or close to it. Thanks. I'm going to do these like I think every Thursday. We'll do some form. If you have stuff you want to talk about, email me, tweet me. I have a Discord. If you're going to join the Discord, we're just getting started with it. That should post that link. So, but I guess this is nice and low key. This is way better than like a brew day. Like brew days are kind of like this. It's like a mix between this and me getting up and moving heavy pots of stuff and stirring and all that. But this is kind of nice sometimes. So if you have suggestions for a brew chat, we'll do these every Thursday afternoon at 3 or 4 Central. We'll just kind of talk about beer. We'll talk about what we're doing beer-wise here with the home brewing, what we're going to do and what we'll stream. But we'll talk about beer in general, too, I think. I'm liking kind of doing these. These are nice, kind of low-key. I think next week, you know what? Next week I will try, I'll taste the triple that we have and our cream ale that we did. I will share how they taste. If they suck, I'll admit it. If they're good, I'll let you guys know how they turned out. I'm excited for those too, but I think when we have beers ready, I'll taste those during these too. They're kind of fun. I'm going to take the earbud out. I don't think I need it right now. We don't have any music going, so that's fine. But yeah, I think next week we'll do this. We'll talk about the brew we're going to do the 21st. Decide if I want to do that stout or not. We'll talk about bottling a batch or two over the weekend. And yeah, we'll taste that triple that we have and our cream ale. Both are going to be pretty good. We've done the cream ale before. And the triple, it's technically our second batch of it. We did it, it was our second beer we did, and we did it with extract with the syrups and stuff. Thanks. They're, I like them. Um, I, I gotta say, like, I didn't think that doing the streaming stuff was gonna be a hit. Like, some folks kind of gave me a nudge to do it, and to have 112 followers and over 500 views in 6 streams now, that's ridiculous. Like, it's humbling and it's cool. It's exciting at the same time. So I'm if people keep watching, I'll keep making beer on stream and talking about beer. Um, yeah. So I'll probably wrap this up here soon. We're going. I feel a little light on content today, but unless you guys have something you want to talk about, so I can talk. But um, yeah, if we don't have anything else, I'll probably just kind of end this here soon. But we'll see if anybody's streaming. Maybe we'll give them a little. We'll give a little shout out maybe. But yeah, Saturday will be an 8-hour stream. If you're around, you want to hang out and watch beer being made. Thanks, Jester. I wasn't sure. Like it's every follow kind of reaffirms that my friends are right and I should have done it sooner. So we'll we'll get together Saturday if you're around 6 a.m. Central. I'll start the cameras and start cleaning and setting up, and then do more talking like at 7. My goal is to have the first beer in the mash tun, have the grain going and soaking by 7:15. So it usually takes about an hour to get cleaned and going. So we'll Saturday will be fun. It's going to be a nice fun day. We'll make 2 beers. It'll be an experiment. I don't know if this will work, doing 2 in one day, but I'm excited to try it. I think it's going to be kind of fun. Cool, yeah. I mean, people pop in and out. Like, there's a couple, like Casper the Dutchman and Jovial Trash. Like, they're in like every brew day they've been here like the whole time. Like JT was on. She missed the first brew day. It was midsummer in Sweden, so she went out. She came back at the end. She's kind of she was feeling pretty damn good. So yeah, we're gonna do the white stout first. We'll start with that on Saturday. We'll start getting that going, and then as soon as that's done, we'll start boiling the black IPA. And so yeah, it's kind of a mixed up day. We're doing a white stout and a black IPA. So with that white stout too, we're gonna add a little cocoa nib and some coffee for a couple days after it's done fermenting to kind of give it some flavor, some stoutish stuff. Bye, ET. Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate you. Thanks again for the follow. Thanks for hanging out. Hope to see you around more here on Mixer, either this channel or somewhere else. Yeah, if you want, join the Discord. We'll talk beer. Jester, yeah, it's I do feel like Talladega Nights. That scene was like, I don't know what to do with my hands. I feel like that sometimes. So, yeah. Well, let's see if we can find someone that's streaming here. We can pass on a little bit of Mixer love to. Let's see who's on right now. I know who we're gonna get. We're gonna go to this dude. Hold on here. We're gonna go to It's Plan B. He's I met him. His streams. He's pretty chill. He's a cool guy. He was playing Ark, I think, the other day. What is he playing now? Let's see. We're gonna host him here in a minute. I think we're gonna do a 4th room raid. So we're gonna. So we use that hashtag. So wait till I host them. But I want to say real quick, thank you. Well, thanks for being a part of the stream, Jester. You've been here the whole time. You got here early, so thanks for being on. We'll go raid. It's Plan B here. He's a cool dude. Show him a little Mixer love. Give him a follow. So I'm gonna host him. And hope to see you Saturday. Plan. There he is. Boom. Cool. Thanks for being here, man. And I'm going to end the chat. I did.